Hi, I'm Diego. Welcome to FUT-IQ. Today I want to talk about the EPL Matchday 36 that just ended with Leeds and Tottenham today that they played, and just my overall opinion about what's going on in the English League. Baby girl running on my... Honestly, there was a lot of ties throughout the week or weekend for Matchday 36, and honestly, I just really thought, first of all, excuse me, with Chelsea, I thought that, they could compete and maybe get a result, win. I was talking to my brother about it. He thought that Chelsea would win. There's no way that we would have 7 games in a row without losing, and it came out to be a tie, and honestly, well deserved, because it's kind of been a mid-season for both of these teams, Liverpool and Chelsea, let's be honest here. And that kind of reflected in the game as well. There was great moments, there was great combinations for both teams, and tactically there were some good situations for both teams, but overall sometimes they lacked discipline and running and creativity as well on some occasions. And just like the big problem for even Liverpool and Chelsea, just the lack of quality sometimes in some areas. You can definitely tell, maybe even in the bench as well, especially more with Chelsea, more direct towards them, with just like how mediocre the team is. Honestly, it's just a bunch of hype on most of the players. Yes, because they are young and they have somewhat talent, but when it comes to the 90 minutes and when it comes to getting a result, they haven't been able to give that, at least this season. And I mean, it's just very sad. And I think most of the players need to go, if not all, except for a handful, maybe like 5 that can be the base of your team. But that's a whole different video, and that's just specifically for Chelsea. But then also, in my surprise, these are 2 teams that, in my opinion, have really been... not maybe talked about a lot, maybe they have been, but in my opinion, for example, Bournemouth and Brighton, these are 2 good teams in my opinion that I think that they could compete in the Champions League next season, even the Europa League, depending what competition they get, depending where they end at the end of the season. But careful with these 2 guys, obviously. With the transfers, who depends who goes out and who they bring in. But I most likely, if they get European competitions, most of the players will stay for the following season, because that was their goal and they accomplished that goal, and they're definitely going to want to stay and play some European competition, whether it's Conference League, whether it's even, in my opinion, whether it's Europa League, and Champions League, of course. Who does not want to play that competition? So for me, in my opinion, Bournemouth and Brighton are definitely 2 solid teams this season. And Bournemouth, this is their second solid season, with last year as well. And Brighton doing better than they ever have done before in their history, being at the point they're in the top 6, and they've never been that high in the league. And they're right there, man. 7th, that's really good for them. And also, Brentford is also another good team, in my opinion, this season, who you would think that I had them in the beginning of the season when we give our predictions, who would go down, who would stay, or whatever. I had them as going down into the championship, and oh boy, I was wrong. And honestly, they have surprised me with even their striker, Igor Thiago. He's killing it with Brentford, and you would think with Wisa out and Mbemu out, it would be a team that would lack goals, lack consistency, and they've proven themselves really, really well, and they've proven everybody wrong. And honestly, they had a better season than Chelsea, let's be honest. And with that being said, I just can't believe how Arsenal is going to win the league, or they're very close to winning the league. They have 76 points, yes, and they're ahead in the, 79, excuse me, and they're ahead by several points with City with 74. Yes, City plays on Wednesday with Matchday 31st, that they didn't play that game, I believe so, because of the FA Cup semis. And well, Palace has been having a mid-season compared to last. A lot of their star key players had left last season or the previous season, and well, they are still playing some European competition. They're in the final for the Conference League, and that could honestly seal the season with a good way, honestly, with a trophy. And well, against City, that's gonna be a complicated game. Yes, they can prove themselves and try to make a complicated game for City, but City is killing it with Doku. Doku, what a player he is! Honestly, I'm very surprised. Throughout the season, he wasn't showing that much, in my opinion, but at the end of the season, these last couple of games, oh boy, that guy has been killing it. And he's super quick, super fast, super agile, and he's just an amazing talent to watch. And I'm just surprised how this situation again, how Arsenal are gonna win the league after like 20 years. They're gonna win the league, in my opinion. Like, it's gonna be very difficult for them to choke. I know we always talk about the meme or joking about them, but it's looking real serious, guys, that they're gonna win the league. Like, all jokes aside, it's really, really likely. And also the Champions League, we have to talk about that for a second. Unbeaten in the Champions League, boys. Like, that is very complicated to do, and Arsenal have done that. And defensively, they're really good. And yes, sometimes, or maybe lately, they had lacked on scoring and creativity, but they're getting the results, man. And that's what it matters at the end of the day. Yes, playing beautiful football is key or good, or what's entertaining, but these guys got the result. They're getting the results, and they're unbeaten in the Champions League, and they're this close to getting the Champions League. They're facing PSG. PSG that, in my opinion, if they're not the best team in the world, they're up there competing for that title, in my opinion. And well, it's gonna be an interesting game. I do see PSG winning, but with Arsenal, if they win the league, mentally, the confidence that's gonna give them, it's gonna be off the roof here, and they're going to be on cloud nine since they haven't won anything in like 20 years. So that's going to give them more motivation. And, well, it's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. But other than that, I just can't believe that's what's going to happen this season. But I do see them winning the league. The Champions League, yes, it's going to be kind of complicated. But honestly, it's going to be interesting seeing also for next season, Manchester United in the Champions League, talking about the Champions League. And they've done a great job this season. And Bemu, Cunha, and honestly with Carrick, whatever is however you pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's been a great coach for them. He knows the club inside out, and he's changed the dressing room, the mentality, the tactics even. They're switching things up, and they're looking really good. And honestly, yes, they got a tie against Sunderland recently, and well, now they're already qualified for the Champions League, but now they just want to focus on maintaining the consistency. And also Bruno Fernandes, what a player he is. He's one assist away from breaking the record. He has 2 games left. I think he will break it. There's no way in hell he doesn't. And I'm just going to be surprised if he doesn't, because that guy is a creative genius. He's the type of guy that you want to watch, and not necessarily say you want to play like him, but you want to do the things that he does, the habits that he has inside of the field. Checking space, looking around, finding the right pass, and being accurate with the pass. Not needing to think twice or 3 times, should I give that pass? But he already knows what he's going to do immediately, already even before he receives the ball. And honestly, if you're playing soccer, you're playing football, that's the type of guy you want to watch for that specific position, obviously, if you're playing. But overall, it's the type of guy you just want to watch, because it doesn't matter what position you're playing. The faster you the faster you let go of the ball, the easier it is to play. And honestly, it's just a pleasure to watch this guy, and he's really good. In my opinion, he's one of the best midfielders in the moment. Maybe even better than Pedri. And some guys are gonna be like, "What? That's super controversial," or "That's a crazy take, hot take." I don't know. It's just, as my opinion, I think he's really good. Manchester United have done a great job this season. They should definitely keep him from next season in the Champions League. It's going to be interesting what they do. Also with Villa, let's talk about Villa for a second. They very inconsistent. They have a complicated game against Spurs, and then they destroy Tottenham, right? They destroyed Tottenham. I'm sorry. They destroy Nottingham Forest. They destroy Nottingham Forest, and in the Europa League, they did their thing, and then the following game in the EPL was tying against Burnley 2-2, a team that's already officially relegated. Like, how does that even happen? But that's how the EPL is. Sometimes you lose points, you win only one against a team that's already going to be relegated, and then you need to win the Europa League final. And so that's going to be interesting. I do see them winning the Europa League and making things a little bit easier for Chelsea, like we're saying. But you never know what happens. Brighton and Brentford are definitely going to have complicated games, but I think that they could win them, but hopefully they lose them as a Chelsea fan. But yeah, man, it's looking really interesting here, where I think the most interesting games throughout the end of the season are in my point, Villa, Liverpool, that's for match day 37, and yeah, I mean, Chelsea Tottenham is going to be a very interesting game, where Chelsea, they need to win the rest of the games to maybe get Champions League position and get all their results in their favor, but that's just going crazy. But they just need to focus on winning, ending the season with W's, and also Tottenham, not trying to get relegated here. Crazy situation that they find themselves in, where they were beating PSG in the Super Cup for the summer, in the beginning of the summer, and now they're fighting relegation zone right here. And so it's going to be very interesting what happens there. But then also another interesting game, for my opinion, is going to be the Bournemouth City in match day 37. So that's just Bournemouth trying to, like I said, getting European competition, and City trying to get there into the title race. But other than that, yes, I mean, the last day of the league, match day 38, is going to be interesting as well. Villa, City, Brighton, Man U, Everton, Tottenham. This league is amazing. So you guys definitely want to stay tuned into this league, because it's coming to an end. And then right in the corner, we have the FIFA World Cup, boys. So it's going to be quite a summer, where the EPL was top level, the Champions League as well. Very interesting seeing who wins that, and also the Conference League, the Europa League. 3 out of 3 teams, English teams, could win these competitions. It's going to be very interesting. I see 2 out of 3. I see 2 out of 3 winning. But we'll see what happens. Comment down below. Stay tuned for the World Cup videos that we'll be having. So it's going to be very interesting what we have. It's going to be very exciting. But yes, comment below. Who do you guys think will win the league? Is there a title race? Is there not? Or who goes down? Is it West Ham? Is it Tottenham? Or even Nottingham Forest? Who knows? A lot of things that happen throughout the end of the season. But stay tuned. Like I said, comment, subscribe, share. You guys need to subscribe. 80 or like 90% of you guys don't even subscribe. So just hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Baby girl running on